Hi there. When using this recording, please do it in a place that's safe, and obviously never while operating machinery. Thank you. Hi, this is Joe Tracy, and welcome to this hypnosis audio or guided meditation. And with this session, we'll be communicating with the part of you that provides the answers to life's challenges. Whether you think that's your subconscious mind, maybe spirit, or perhaps just an exercise in mental imagery. Whatever resonates with you is perfectly fine. And now to begin, let's move into a state of relaxation where you can receive the answers you may need in this time of your life. So silence your phone and begin to settle in a place where you won't be interrupted for the next hour or so. And just allow yourself to be comfortable, whether it's in a chair or lying in bed. And go ahead and close your eyes. Good. And now take a nice, long, deep breath right into your belly. And then slowly let it out. And take another deep breath. And slowly let it out again. One last time. A nice deep inhale, letting your chest and your stomach expand. Then slowly letting the breath out again on the exhale. And notice how much more relaxed you are now, knowing as you continue to breathe, and as we move into this meditation session, you become more and more relaxed. Now we're about to embark on a journey to communicate with the divine. So allow yourself to stay comfortable and just focus on the sound of my voice. And know that your subconscious mind is very powerful, and it can help you with the changes you want to make in your life. Now in your mind's eye, see yourself walking on a trail in the forest. But it's not an ordinary forest. It's a maritime forest. A forest that grows at the edge of the ocean. And you're walking on a path in the heart of the forest, with trees all around you in every direction. And they're growing up on the edge of the ocean shore. And here in the forest, the ancient trees tower above you, and their leaves are whispering as they move in the wind. But if you listen closely, you may hear in the distance the sound of ocean waves breaking on the shore. The perfect surroundings for relaxation and communicating with the subconscious mind. And continuing down this path, you find yourself now surrounded by even more trees, as you're now getting closer and closer to the shore and your destination, Divine Mountain. And what do your senses experience as you continue down this path? And what season is it here in the forest? And what do you notice on the forest floor? And what is the light like here? And what do you hear in this forest filled with life? And how do you feel when you listen very closely and hear ahead of you the faint sound of the ocean waves crashing into the shore at the place where the forest ends and the water begins? And you're excited to reach the ocean ahead, and you know you have all the time you need, all the time in the world, because things move slowly here. So take this moment to let your body rest and relax by finding the perfect tree for you to relax and rest your body against. And you're looking around to either side of the path, ahead of you or behind you, looking for just the right tree where you can relax and ground and center yourself. And you'll know when you find it. And something about this tree will stand out from the others, and it may even call you to come closer. And now take a minute or so to find the tree and move toward it, moving closer and closer on your own time. Good. Feeling the ground beneath your feet and finding yourself next to a tree now. Perhaps you reach out to touch its bark. And if you wish, feel free and lean against it, or rest your body on the floor near its roots, whatever is comfortable for you. And feeling the trees and other living things around you, aware of the sun and the leaves above you, and aware of the roots beneath you. Perhaps there are some roots along the surface of the ground, or perhaps the roots are all beneath you. Sensing the roots of this tree that have reached into the rich soil beneath you for years and years, finding their way, joining with the roots, forming the root system of the forest. And you find yourself aware of the amazing connection between the trees, the way they make a home for the forest plants, forest insects and animals. Trees fed by their roots that give them nourishment and positive energy. And now see yourself like this tree by allowing a root or a cord to emerge gently and naturally from the soles of your feet. And in your mind's eye, begin to see it, or imagine it going down and down through the earth's soil, past the rocks and the underground rivers, continuing to see a root or a cord from the soles of your feet, finding its way down and down, and ultimately connecting to the roots of the forest, to the roots of this tree, and all the trees. And then from this root or grounding cord you sent down, bring up from the earth nourishment, relaxation, and positive energies. bringing them up into your body from the earth, just like the roots of trees that surround you. And imagine now that the forest is sending you a stream of relaxation through your grounding cord, beginning with your feet, relaxing all the muscles there, from the soles and arches of your feet to the tips of your toes. And now this relaxation begins to spread from deep in the earth beneath you, pulled up through the root-like grounding cord, and it spreads to the calves of your legs and up, to your knees and moving upward, to your hips and thighs. And now allow this wave of relaxation to spread to both your stomach and your upper body, spreading slowly and steadily. And the relaxation is now spreading from your shoulders down to your arms, softening all the muscles there. And the relaxation now spreads to your neck and throat. And finally your eyes, the muscles behind your eyes. It's now spreading to your forehead, and finally to the top of your head. And every part of your body now is filled with this peaceful relaxation, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. And how does it feel to be filled with this relaxation and positive energy? And just allow yourself to sit and relax in this moment, allowing your mind, body, and spirit to be in perfect harmony. Now I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And as I do, you can allow yourself to deepen this relaxation. And each descending number will take you deeper and deeper down, relaxed and at peace. And on number 1, you'll enter a beautiful place of peace and tranquility. And let's begin. Let yourself move more deeply. And with the number 10, feel yourself go deeper and deeper. 9, relaxing more with each descending number. 8, drifting, floating and gliding. 7, deeper still. 6, relaxing more with each easy breath that you take. 5, halfway there now. And when I reach number 1, you'll know you'll be 10 times more deeply relaxed than you are right now. 4, and deeper still. 3, all the way down now. 2, almost down to that perfect place of peace and tranquility. And 1, deeply relaxed, more relaxed than you've ever been. here in this place of complete relaxation, the forest has given you everything you need. So when you're ready, allow your grounding cord to begin to return to you, to move back up and up, returning to your body and release from the root system. Drawing the grounding cord back up and into you again through the soles of your feet. And when you're ready, take a breath. And allow yourself to get up from the tree and begin following the trail again at your own pace, feeling the ground beneath your feet, hearing the sounds of the forest, the scent of the leaves, the rich soil, and the birds and the other animals around you. Letting yourself take in your surroundings, experiencing the forest with all your senses. How rich it is here, the connection. And you know the forest invites you to appreciate this moment and the wonderful things you have in your life. Maybe you're happy with your family, your friends, your health. Perhaps you love what you do for a living. Whatever it may be, let yourself get in touch with the wonderful things in your life and that you're grateful for. As you continue down this trail in the forest, you let your mind roam back through your memories until a memory comes to mind, a memory that has brought you such positive feelings, maybe feelings of great joy, happiness, compassion, and appreciation. Now in the moment, we're going to be searching for the perfect memory for you to call to mind. One to raise your vibes and to put you into a positive state of both possibility and confidence. And to do this, I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. And when I reach number 1, allow that positive, affirming memory to come up to the forefront. A memory that allows you to feel the energies of happiness, compassion, appreciation, and love. Going as far back into the past as you need to connect with one of the most pleasant scenes from your past. Moving back to that memory now. Now I'm going to count from 5 down to 1 to that positive scene from your past. Starting now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're right there now. Back to one of your favorite memories. Are you indoors or outside? How old are you? Are you alone or with others? And notice the feelings you have in your body. Can you bring up the feeling of love from this scene? Can you bring up the feeling of compassion now? And now bring up any feelings of appreciation and happiness from this memory. And now expand any and all feelings associated with this memory. And allow the feelings to expand with your breath until the feelings of this scene fill you with each breath and flow through you. And now let the feelings flow out of your entire body on the exhale, and then fill you again. The next breath you take, breathing and flowing, filled with the feelings, the affirmation of this memory, so that you almost seem to grow with it. You now find yourself in a nice energetic state that makes walking on this path quicker and easier. And your heart is open, and you're ready to reach your long-awaited destination of Divine Mountain. And now you see a clearing, and the sound of the ocean waves are louder now. You begin to emerge from the forest with the ocean ahead of you and Divine Mountain before you. And then you quickly realize this mountain is far from ordinary. In fact, the mountain is literally floating in the sky, floating above the ground and the sea, like an island in the sky. And how will you reach this magical floating rock? And you're certain your subconscious mind will help you find a way. Looking around you, and you notice a sign to the right of you, but you can't quite make out the writing. So you move closer, walking towards the sign, and you're getting closer and closer, and the sound of the waves around you. And as you move closer, you realize you can finally make out the words on the sign. And the words are instructions on how to reach Divine Mountain. And the sign says the following: to reach Divine Mountain, recite the following sentences out loud or in the silence of your heart. Now in a moment, we're going to recite the 10 affirmations, which is the key to reaching this floating mountain. Feel free and say these affirmations out loud, or repeat them silently in your mind. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Affirmation 1. Every day and in every way, I find new ways to connect with the divine. Once again, every day and in every way, I find new ways to connect with the divine. Affirmation 2. My ancestors support me in keeping this loving connection to Spirit. Once again, My ancestors support me in keeping this loving connection to Spirit. Affirmation 3. I easily release anything that keeps me from being connected to Source. Once again, I easily release anything that keeps me from being connected to Source. Affirmation 4. I am fully open to Spirit, and I am surrendering to the present moment. I am fully open to Spirit, and I'm surrendering to the present moment. Affirmation 5. Being connected to the divine is a natural choice for me. Being connected to the divine is a natural choice for me. Affirmation 6. I welcome the mindset that affirms me in keeping this connection clean. I welcome the mindset that affirms me in keeping this connection clean. Affirmation 7. Being connected to Source is a natural choice for me. Being connected to Source is a natural choice for me. Affirmation 8. I find great joy in being connected to Source. I find great joy in being connected to Source. Affirmation 9. I am a magnet for positivity, especially while remaining connected to Spirit. I am a magnet for positivity, especially while remaining connected to Spirit. Affirmation 10. I breathe in the power of Source. I breathe in the power of Source. Good. Now that you've read the affirmations, you begin to hear a faint sound from the direction of the mountain. And to your amazement, you realize that there's a smaller piece of divine mountain separating from the main part of it, the perfect size for one individual to ride on. And you see it traveling closer and closer to you. Until it's finally hovering next to your feet. And go ahead now and step on the top of this rock and feel it beneath you. You then begin to move slowly towards the main part of the mountain. Floating above the ground and the ocean. The mountain in front of you as you draw closer and closer to it. But the rock is traveling very slowly, as though weighted down, and you wonder if the rock you're riding on would move more quickly if you weren't so weighted down. And then you begin to feel the pressure of your backpack on your back. The backpack is pulling at your shoulders, and the backpack seems to be growing more and more heavy. And you begin to take the backpack off. And notice how good it feels to have that weight off your shoulders. And opening it and looking inside, you realize there are items in there that are weighing you down. And you recognize these items as representing blocks and painful memories, negativity, and this negative energy may be keeping you from being aligned with the divine energetically, and it may even be keeping you from moving closer to the mountain. So you then begin to pull out the items from your bag, and as you do, you find that the objects in your backpack bring up a memory from your past. And for you to float to Divine Mountain, you must let go of this memory or block for good. Now in a moment, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And as I do, you'll drift back to this memory that represents a block or something painful. And you'll return to it in your mind quickly and easily, remembering that you're safe, and it's safe for you to engage in this memory, and your unconscious mind knows exactly what to do. 10, 9, 8, drifting deeper and deeper down. 7, 6, 5, moving back in time easily and effortlessly. 4, 3, 2, almost there now, and finally 1. And you're right there from a scene in your past, a scene that may be corroding your connection with the divine. Notice your surroundings now. Are you indoors or outdoors? How old are you? Are you alone or is there anybody with you? And watch this scene as if it's a screen in front of you. Or if it feels safe to do so, go ahead and step into your body in this memory. And how are you feeling emotionally? How are you feeling physically? Release any judgments about your feelings. Just become aware of them and let them go. And in what way is this memory holding you back? Blocking you from connecting to Source? Now I want you to begin taking each item from your backpack that's blocking your connection to the divine. And one by one you name each item. And then toss each item from your bag into the ocean below you. Good. And you begin to feel lighter and lighter with each item tossed in the ocean. The waves taking away and recycling these unwanted memories and blocks for good. And don't you feel much better and connected now? And now go ahead and release anything else that needs to be let go of. Anything that needs to be dropped in the ocean below you, a memory or a habit, maybe something or someone you no longer want in your life. And do this for the next few minutes, taking all the time you need for this cleansing work. all that weight is gone, the rock guides you quickly and effortlessly to the main part of Divine Mountain. And you're now drawing closer to the mountain, flying beside the forest just beyond the shore, and the beautiful trees and the animals of the forest, the water and the waves below you. Such an amazing view. And you find yourself flying through the clouds as the floating mountain appears closer and closer in your visual field. You're only a few feet from it now. Good. And you're there now, and the rock gently sets down on the mountain. And go ahead now and step upon this beautiful floating rock and take in the beautiful scenery around you, the mist, the clouds, and the sunset. As you take in the view, you begin to notice that Divine Mountain itself is now beginning to rise, floating past and above the clouds, the atmosphere, up and up, slowly and gently. And as you easily leave the Earth's gravitational pull, you find yourself leaving the Earth behind and entering the dark, and the starlit reaches a space. Flying past the space debris of the Earth's atmosphere, flying past the planets of our solar system and beyond, passing the stars, the space rocks, and you're now moving past other planetary systems which may have been remained undiscovered until now. The mountain is literally flying now through infinity, with you as its passenger. And how does it feel to be in the vastness of space? And the light of the stars are all around you. And as you continue to fly in space on Divine Mountain, you begin to see another light in the distance. It's different from the light emitting from the stars and the planets. It's more pure and vibrant. And you continue to get closer and closer to this beautiful white light. And as you get closer, you notice it's almost pulsating. And the light is getting brighter and brighter. And it's now surrounding you. This light of energy and source. And as it surrounds you, you're filled with this astounding feeling of love. And the light is so powerful and immense. And the feeling of love is now filling up everything around. Almost as if the light is hugging you in a cloud of love. And go ahead now and sit in this energy for the next few minutes, taking all the time you need to experience this feeling and be filled and charged with these positive energies. Good. You're doing good. And now that you've been sitting in this amazing vortex of energy, and you realize the love it holds for you and the support it holds for you. Would you like to ask it some questions? Maybe there's an area of your life that needs improving or guidance. And on the exhale, go ahead and ask for Source's help or guidance now, in whatever way seems right to you. And let your next thought come to you on the inhale. And pay attention to the very first thought that comes to you after you ask this question, or ask for guidance or support. Just know the first thought that comes to you after you ask Source's help. And as you breathe and relax, just letting go and allowing the answers to come in. The first thought that comes to your mind. Open to whatever way the energy enters you. And taking all the time you like. And letting yourself fully take in Source's reply. Noticing how it answers you. And remembering that answer, letting it take root in you and become a part of you. And when you're ready, on another exhale, ask your next question, noticing the first thought that comes to mind on your next inhale. Repeating the process with another question. And what was Source's reply? And ask any other questions that are on your mind right now. And continue your conversation for the next few minutes, asking questions on the exhale and listening to responses on the inhale. Good. Now ask Source how you can maintain this divine connection. And keep this connection uncorroded to make life wonderful and full of signs and synchronicities. And go ahead and ask this on the exhale, and listen to Source's answer on the inhale. And ask yourself, are there any questions about your life purpose that you need to know about or to understand more? Maybe you'd like to discover your talents and gifts. Perhaps you want to discover what you need to work on. What is your destiny and your purpose in this lifetime? Or maybe you want to know about meeting your soulmate. And whatever it may be, and whatever would move you to the next phase of your life on this life journey, go ahead and ask your questions on the exhale, and listen to the answers that come in on the inhale, taking the time you need. Good. You're doing very well. Now, maybe some of your questions were left unanswered. Just know that sometimes on our journey through life, maybe we're protected from certain information until the right time. But you have asked Source for what you need to know. And in time and when the time is right, Source will answer. Now, are there any other questions you'd like answered before the next time you speak with Source? If so, go ahead and ask right now. Now, as you may know, sometimes the most powerful guidance is in the area of your life that you may have not considered. So right now, go ahead and ask Source if there's anything else you would like to think about before the next time you connect. And ask Source what it wants you to know, and ask for that information now. Now, Source would like to show you your future and the amazing benefits you will attain if you keep this connection to Source clean and corrosion-free. And moving now to a scene in your future, drifting forward easily and effortlessly to a future where you can keep this connection to Source completely clean. Moving forward now as I count from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you're right there at a scene in your future. Are you indoors or outside? Are you alone or with someone? And watch yourself in this scene almost like an LCD screen in your mind. Now, if it feels comfortable, go ahead and step into your body and view this scene from the first person. Now allow yourself to stay in this scene for the next few minutes and really engage your senses. Hear it, see it, and feel it. Whatever is possible for you in this moment. And how does your life look now that you've been connected to Source with an open heart? How has your life improved? And what areas of your life have improved by living in the moment and staying connected to Source? And notice how easy it is to live in the moment and to keep this connection clean. And what have you learned about what your life looks like when you're connected to Source energy? You're much better connected to Source now. Much more aligned with the future filled with abundance, connection, positive relationships, and a newfound appreciation for life. And go ahead now and absorb all the information you received from this scene. And locate your heart center, perhaps laying your hand on your heart, and just feel this connection. and breathe into it. And now take another deep breath all the way into your body and feel it right there in your heart. Another deep breath. And now take a few moments and sit in the silence and absorb this experience into your heart, accepting all suggestions which are positive and beneficial for you, and releasing anything that does not fit into your life at this time. Now in a moment, I'll count from 10 to 1. If you're in bed and ready to drift into sleep, you may turn off the audio now or ignore the count. Starting now. 10. Bringing back with you this connection to spirit. 9. Looking forward to bringing this experience back to your daily life. 8. Knowing you're connected to spirit and source. 7. Curious and excited about the synchronicities and changes in your life. 6. Remembering you're never truly alone. 5. The feeling grounded and connected to the earth. 4. Feeling the presence of your body. 3. Beginning to move. 2. Feeling light and free. And 1. When you're ready, open your eyes.